Ahoy, YouTube. I'm not a big fan of all the Hassan drama, but it's fun to check in every once in a while. So let's see what Rev has to say about. Apparently, they got completely exposed.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here.
Hi,
So
Rev.
today we're going to be looking at some updates regarding Hasan Piker and some of his strongest
Sounds good.
orbiters who are currently engaged in a multi-day campaign going after content creators like Emiru and Asmongold. And we're looking at some more attacks coming from his orbiter Denims towards Emiru for simply not wanting to be.
Yeah, the denims was. Oh my God. It's kind of a common theme, but some people just need to learn to shut their mouth. Emmy should have shut her mouth. Denims should have shut her mouth for different reasons. But yeah, wow. People need to learn that sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. But yeah, that was wild and an unnecessary drama from Denims.
Political in her streams, and then Hasan will take it a step further by shaming Emiru for her connections to problematic people like.
Dude, I'm not even one of the like. I don't like Hassan obviously, but I'm not one of the big haters who wants to call him all sorts of names and stuff. Like he. I accidentally muted my mic there. He absolutely is most of those things, but it's just like I'm not invested enough to call it. But no, it's pretty disgusting. If I mean Emiru's a pretty big streamer herself, but not to the level of Hassan. But yeah, so it's pretty shitty behavior if Hassan is really calling out Emiru directly for being connected, however tangentially to Asmongold. I mean, yeah, not that I expect better behavior from Hassan because he is okay, I'll say it. I'll say it. I was like, I don't like all those people. He's a piece of shit, man. He's a piece of shit. And I think it was Asmongold or something. He was like basically soft doxing him, telling people they should, uh, that they could find his location if they wanted to or something, and he needed to be careful. It was trying to be intimidating, and it was uh, very very disgusting. So yeah, no, I don't expect better behavior from Hassan, but it's still worth calling out. Uh, so yeah, no, that's really shitty behavior going after Emmy. And again, I don't even like Emmy. I think she's fairly spineless and causes trouble for herself by not having a spine, or apparently anyone in her life having a spine.
Asmongold, and then he'll go a step further and say that Asmongold needs to be permabanned off of Twitch for his.
Hassan should not be talking. Oh yeah, and I added that one just for you. When I see people using emotes that I don't have enabled, I enable them. So yeah, there you go. You got your Sag now. Um, but yeah, Hassan should not be talking about Twitch banning people.
Continuous violations of their TOS. Can you say pot
Oh, and I'm not sure. Let's not do this while in the video, but yeah, I'll give you some more emotes afterwards.
calling the kettle black? I mean, no self awareness in this man
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's pretty
So
much what I was saying. Like, yeah, because does Asmon push the limit sometimes? I gotta fix those emotes too. They're a little too blatant. But yeah. Anyway, does Asmon say some edgy stuff sometimes? I'm not sure I'd describe it as edgy exactly, but it does definitely edge on TOS sometimes. I mean, he believes in law and order, and that can sometimes push TOS just by extrapolating off that. But Hassan definitely fucking does. So if you're gonna ban one or the other, it's not. Yeah, again, I don't necessarily think edgy is the right word for it, but it, you know. Um, but yeah, no. If we had to ban one of them, Hassan or Asmongold, and I'm not and totally unrelated to their politics and who you agree with, Hassan's getting fucking banned because he pushes way worse stuff.
quick recap of what we talked about a few days ago.
Mm.
Emiru, a very popular streamer, comes out with this clip here basically saying,
Not out of context, by the way. She tried to claim it was out of context. I debunked that. She's a dirty liar. And again, I don't think it comes from a place of malice. She just doesn't have the spine to stand up for herself or have principles. So yeah, I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's a weak person. And she was lying because she was scared of getting in trouble.
if you need opinions about ICE or other political matters, Why are you talking to streamers like me? Go find someone who's more qualified. A totally normal and rational thing to say,
Yep.
by the way. But, of course, enter one of the biggest Hasan orbiters, Denims TV. She was very upset about this, so upset that she is pushing aside the current copyright infringement lawsuit she is facing from Ethan Klein to rile up some more fights. And she came out with this post quoting the previous clip, calling Emiru a racist chud. Amazing stuff. Now, it might not shock you at all, but Hasan Piker joined in on the campaign.
Again, disgusting. I don't even know what he said, but that's disgusting.
Going after Emiru while claiming to, not say she's a bad person, but of course say, basically, she's a bad person because of her associations with problematic people, including, take a guess, Asmongold.
That's not just consuming at that point.
I love Hassan's obsession with Asmongold. It's pretty freaking hilarious. He just can't seem to get over it. Oh, let's read 90%. This I think I can pull up and it'll be fine. 99% of the people hating on her for that don't even watch her streams. It makes no sense. Like, what does a streamer saying fuck ICE validate? It's so dumb. So what are your thoughts on ICE? Hasnet at Emiru. She doesn't read YouTube comments, by the way, chat. 1 million views in China is like 10K in US. I don't know what the heck that means. Some schizo was spamming my DM saying Nick is in the files, and I was like, good for you, dude. Retards be thinking you're Hasan. I have no clue what any of that was, but this is the mod that like started all that. So what are your thoughts on ICE? Wow. Okay. This might have been a troll and a complete misunderstanding. Like, I was saying fuck this mod, but when you put it in context of what they were saying before, it's still weird to be getting political in there. But I mean, there must have been earlier discussion as well. But like, if I'm reading this right, which I might not be, it's hard to tell the timestamps, because I thought, yeah, Hasan might have whatever's it's just a screenshot, but it might be reversed, because I thought they said the fuck ICE thing after asking about ICE. But if it's actually the other way, where they were saying like they were talking about ICE, this could have been a joke. So what are your thoughts on ICE? Hasanet Emiru. That would be weird. I don't think that's the case, because I've seen the another version of this, and it does look like the timestamps are going like this way. So yeah, whoever took the screenshot might have had their stuff set up differently. I can't make out the things, but yeah, that would be wild. Again, don't think it's the scenario, but that'd be funny if it was just a freaking troll and she read a joking text.
Supporting and regurgitating her to her apolitical audience. Her audience is not apolitical. Her audience is right wing. Let's be fucking real.
What isn't? They're right of Mao. I agree, they're right of Mao. Most of them, not all. I hate this shit. Like, oh no, let's be real, they're all right wing. I can't claim to know for sure that he's wrong, but it seems somewhat unlikely. Like, not in like an extremist way. Some of them might be like, some of them are going to be right of center because she's a non-political streamer, so she's probably got leftists in there and right wingers. What the fuck ever. They might even skew a little right. I don't know. They might be normal people, which again, in Hasan's mind, is skewing. Normal is far right coded.
And she is performing to an audience. Like I said, I think it is the financial pressures of
what was this thing? So he was ragging on Tectone too. Tectone's my boy now, even though I've just seen a couple videos recently. I was familiar with him somewhat from back a ways, but yeah. Anyway, no, I was really impressed with the videos we saw. Tectone, who lost a sexual assault lawsuit, says that Emiru supports him. What the fuck? I don't know, but yeah.
Like I said, I think it is the financial pressures of having an audience that is comprised almost entirely of Asmongold's biggest fucking dipshit warriors is the major reason as to why she's not revealing her perspective on ICE, or until she got yelled at.
She didn't even really get yelled at. She folded under no pressure. Bam, man.
From where I'm standing, though, I don't think Emiru's a bad person in general, but she is actually very comfortable and very you know, directly aligned and financially entangled with actual bad people. I will say that about Asmongold. Asmongold's a bad person.
So besides
Asmongold's cool. Like I said, I do have disagreements with him on some of the politics and a little bit of his methodology, but generally I like Asmongold. I definitely respect him. Is he a bad person? No. And yeah, no, Hasan is very, very black and white in his thinking, and you know, he's got his own audience to appeal to too. Like, it's wild that he's acting like, oh, audience capture is something that happens to someone else. Hasan has built up an absolutely rabid leftist fan base. So even if he had different thoughts and wanted to be more moderate or push to the right or something, he can't with his audience. He's built a bunch of mini hymns in his audience.
Actually entangled with actual bad people. I will say that about Asmongold. Asmongold's a bad person.
so
Again, no, he just has different opinions than you, dude.
besides joining in on this harassment campaign that started with Denims, Hasan tries to create guilt by association. He's basically saying because you're around people like Asmongold, you're not a very good person, or that reflects negatively on you. And I think it is incredibly desperate. It's a desperate reach, but it's incredibly ironic coming from him. Think about all of the problematic people that Hasan associates with. Think about his orbit, which is filled with people who say crazy, racist, anti-Semitic, violent...
I mean, I don't know too much about his orbiters, but I mean, I think he's saying the most extreme stuff, but I could be wrong.
threats, among many other things, to content creators and other people who simply disagree with them or criticize them. And again, guilt by association, brother, you're literally friends with an active terrorist. What are you talking about? You platform this guy and he's still simping for you all the time. You've never disavowed anything this guy's doing. In fact, you glazed him up in this interview because he watched One Piece. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But something very interesting happened. A clip would resurface from Denims TV, which proves that these people, they don't believe in anything they say. These are the legitimate grifters who change their opinions on the fly to try to get more viewers or
Again, like I said, it's one of the most important things, in my opinion, is to just be trustworthy and have integrity. Like, I will tell it like it is. Like I said, I like Asmongold, but I'll call him out on a couple things, not in this video because it's not relevant. But yeah, no, I like Asmongold. There's things I don't like about him, and yeah, like I'm not gonna like if I thought this applied to Asmongold and was like, Asmongold doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments towards other people, and that was my actual belief, I'm not gonna like work with Asmongold at that point. And yeah, so this is interesting. I can't wait
to adapt to changing times. And Denims was caught with this old clip where she's dunking on Hasan.
Everyone on the left is so socially woke that they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case Hasan. Like, if Hasan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else, he just like flames them. I'm forgetting the word I wanted to use, but he just flames them. Like, he doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments towards other people. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't like give people any amount of benefit of the doubt. He just starts railing on people.
Yeah, so we hear all the time the words grifter or hypocrite. This is a grifter and a hypocrite. This is someone who over the past couple of years...
I'm not going to mock that. Again, I stutter and stuff too. Nah, I was more going... I wasn't going oof at her language. I was going oof on like what she was actually saying. Because like that's incredibly damning.
If Hasan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else, he just like flames them. I'm forgetting the word I wanted to use, but he just flames.
Maybe. I'm not familiar enough with her. She might also have room temperature IQ, but my point is what I was going, oh my God, that's bad, is just what she is saying, not how she's saying it, but what she's saying is incredibly damning because she's just going after Hasan there.
Like, he doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments towards other people. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't like give people any amount of benefit of the doubt. He just starts railing on people.
Yeah, so we hear all the time the words grifter or hypocrite. This is a grifter and a hypocrite. This is someone who over the past couple of years has completely done a 180 on her opinion of Hasan and really with her opinions generally. She made a correct observation. I don't know what happened to her, but she made a correct observation here, pointing out that he doesn't make genuine good faith arguments towards people. He just relies on personal attacks and other hollow attempts to engage with people.
And having a massive crowd, like he wants to and often does bully people because he's big.
She was entirely right. But then she does a 180. Clearly to keep an audience or grow her audience. There's no other explanation for being such a blatant hypocrite on the subject, because Hasan, in this regard, I could say he hasn't changed. No, I think he's gotten worse in this regard. So, yeah, it's very obvious hypocrisy here. But there's the other element here. Dragging in Asmongold. We briefly talked about this the other day.
Like I said, this just cracks me up. Again, bad faith, not accurate or anything like that. And, done maliciously, but I just love the meme so much. I can't help but crack up on it. Don't worry, kitten. I love it.
It wasn't good enough to go after Emiru.
And again, like I said in one of the other Emiru videos, this is actually, like, if this had been an actual conversation between her and Asmongold, this is better advice than what she ended up doing. Like, this would have actually helped her. She should have had this conversation. She should have asked Asmongold, not necessarily about, well, I mean, it would have come up if she'd asked about Ice, but just like how she should handle things. Like if she'd actually talked to Asmongold and he'd said, "Don't worry, kitten," and she'd said, "Okay," she would be in a better place right now, a better spot. Which again, was just wild when I realized that this would actually be better advice than what she did.
Denims was also using this as an opportunity to drag in her friend Asmongold, who obviously is defending not only his friend, but also himself from all of these personal attacks.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cancel culture thing. Like I said, I defended Emiru before she folded because I'm against all that cancel culture nonsense, and that's who was after her.
From Denims and alike, but she is reveling in the attention. In fact, she really thinks she's got Asmongold like on lock, like she has owned him completely. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Just listen to the crazy stuff she is saying.
At this point, he would have made a bunch of jokes.
Yes.
He would have smeared my character. He would have smeared it by saying like, well, who even cares what this person, everybody knows.
Well, nobody cares what you think. That's the reason why you're talking about people who
Oh, what's that you're doing right now? Exactly what I said you.
She's room temperature IQ. Like imagine actually like looking at Asmongold making that joke, clearly a joke in that connection, and her acting like it's some sort of own. Like, oh man, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? He's leaning into the bit when you accuse someone of doing something and then they do it right after you told them that they're gonna do it. You got to take into account that they might be fucking with you.
Would do if you weren't mad. Because I'm reading you like a book, so now you have to prove that you're not mad by doing what I said. Okay, good doggy. Now bark. Now roll over.
I hate her. Just that one clip, I hate her so much now. Again, I've stayed mostly out of this drama, but holy shit, she's unlikable.
do care what they think. You're a worthless nobody, and you'll always be a worthless nobody.
Oh, and what's that?
That's why you have to sell.
Insulting me.
I can barely make it through. How do people watch her, man? What the hell?
Okay, now good dog. Now bark. Sit.
Kill.
Good dog.
Of yourself
Booba.
to pay for your lawsuit because you were too stupid to understand fair use. You're worthless. You'll always be worthless.
Oh
doesn't
no,
matter.
another person calling me a whore. My life is ruined. No. But the funny thing about this is that to prove that he's not mad, that he's super not mad about Emiru, he's doing what I said that he normally would do if he wasn't mad, because I read him to filth. And he has no response, so he has to prove how not mad he is by saying, no, I'm not mad. See, I'm so not mad that I'm going to do all the things that you just told me that I wouldn't do if I wasn't mad.
But what if he's not mad? What if he's not mad?
I'm proving it to you right now. I'm proving it
Dude. This broad, man.
to you right now. See,
You're
this
not
is how
proving
not mad I am. I did
shit.
exactly what you told me to. Now,
She's
can I
not
get a
proving
treat?
shit. Yeah, room temp.
What else do you say? First of all, like, ew, the way she's talking.
Yes.
You know, pretty ironic she's using this dog-related language when she's
Oh, I
the
hadn't
one
even
who's
thought that. Kaya.
denying that Hasan ever shocked his dog. But yeah, people just point out that Denims brings nothing to
That's great. Asmon, not an OnlyFans whore. Denims, OnlyFans whore. Therefore, Asmongold wins by default. Axe regarded gets called regarded. Haha, get pwned, chud. I knew you'd say that. Pretty much.
table, and she should be very thankful, by the way, that people like Emiru, they don't really want to be political, and they don't want to get any sort of flack from people like Denims, because when Denims goes after people like Emiru, people question Denims and her views even harder, which I don't think she really wants. She has a room temperature IQ.
There you go. There you go.
Everyone knows this. Her claim to fame is being a Hasan orbiter and selling her body on OnlyFans. And, you know, for someone who's facing a really tough hill with the copyright infringement lawsuits filed by Ethan Klein, you would think she'd be focusing on that and not picking fights and slandering very large content creators. And also keep in mind, Asmongold's been opening up lawsuits against multiple people or handling ones filed towards him. So he is lawyered up.
Yep, it is probably a bad idea to pick more fights when you have your own plate already full.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go after people like this. But that's all for Denims. Much like her, Hasan and his obsession with Asmongold is not just creepy, but it's also hypocritical, because Hasan, in his infinite wisdom, has come out and called on Twitch to ban Asmongold. For what? His apparent and continuous violation of their terms of service.
40,000 people. 40,000 people in this community. We have to be more aggressive with these people, because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to...
What's up, Twitch? Twitch, y'all seeing this? He's directly... I mean, how is this any different than what Aiden Ross got popped for? Okay?
force the...
Other content creators see this shit, for the record. Okay? They see it.
What?
Twitch will give him a perma after the midterms? Nah, probably not. I mean, we'll see.
What is he even talking about?
His
What was
comeuppance
violated there?
will be inevitable, okay? Because once again, either he will turn around and retriangulate, which seemingly he's not doing right now, okay? Or once it's over, once like the power is over, the power of this administration is over in ways that even like massive corporations can fucking recognize, at that point Twitch will get its balls back. Okay? At that point, Twitch will get its balls back and will
The
realize
administration, not everything is about Trump, buddy.
it's like, okay, we
Move
can actually
on.
take some punitive measures against this person, once again, who's a serial violator of the terms of service and has made this fucking platform uninhabitable, unsustainable, and incredibly toxic.
Like I said earlier, there's never been a man who's more hypocritical and lacking of self-awareness more than Hasan Piker. The guy who's constantly and blatantly
Yep.
violating Twitch's TOS is now turning to Asmongold and Twitch and saying, do something about this guy. Get rid of him. He has to be banned. Yeah, a desperate move. And also, for those who are not familiar, his little YouTube project, his side project, while he was briefly banned on Twitch for what, the 7th or 8th time, he was on YouTube streaming, and he even admitted that was basically a failure. He wasn't getting the numbers, and he came out and said that basically he didn't like the split viewership because his numbers on Twitch fell because some people were going over to YouTube. And he's obsessed with appearances and numbers, so that just wouldn't fly. So he's back to exclusively streaming on Twitch so he can have bigger numbers and inflate his ego and, I guess, get some sleep at night, because those things are that important to Hasan. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
All right. That was interesting. Yeah, no, those people are terrible people. Again, I don't usually like to get involved. It's just not really my drama scene, but it's fun to check in every once in a while. And yeah, I didn't realize just how painful Denims was to listen to. That was really bad. Politics aside, that's just obnoxious. And then Hasan being Hasan. And again, like, I'm not even one of his biggest haters or anything like that. I don't like the guy, but I don't obsess over him or anything like that. But yeah, no, he does really shitty behavior and then acts like he doesn't and acts like he's a good guy. I hate that shit. All right, that'll do it for this video. Peace.